Finally, West Virginia is moving in the right direction. As your West Virginia Senate President, Craig Blair has passed the most conservative legislative agenda in the nation. He has fought for our values like banning elective abortions, protecting our Second Amendment rights, and prevented boys from playing in girls' sports. Senator Craig Blair championed the largest tax cut in the history of our state. Craig Blair, a strong conservative leader. Promises made, promises kept. This election, vote for Republican Craig Blair for State Senate. Paid for by the committee to re-elect Craig Blair.
The following sports broadcast is a special presentation of Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg. It's time for the excitement of West Virginia high school basketball. Today's high school basketball broadcast is being brought to you by
Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, Rocks, the Dutch Miller Auto Group, the Mirius Group of Financial Advisors, the Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, Brown's Funeral Homes and Cremations, CMA Honda, Craig Blair for State Senate, Orsini's Home Store, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, the Berkeley County Health Department, Hagerstown Ford, Smallwood and Small Insurance, Modern Realty Results, Ollie's, The Palace Lounge, Bechtel Jewelers, Cody's Auto Body, WVU Medicine, Gary Kelly Allstate Insurance, and the Mountaineer Grill and Pub.
And now, let's go courtside and join our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team with today's pregame show.
Good evening from Klein Court at Musselman High School as the start of the high school boys basketball season is here. The Musselman Applemen play host to the Sherando Warriors. Colin McLaughlin here for Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Alongside me is Dylan Bishop. Our cameraman is Kevin McLaughlin. Back at the studio is Nick Verzolini as we welcome you into the Parsons Ford pregame show brought to you by Parsons Ford at 1400 Shepherdstown Road and online at parsonsford.com. They became number one by making you number one first. Parsons. JV game just concluded. Musselman gets the 37-22 win over Sherando, and now we'll have the 20-minute countdown for varsity. Dylan, excitement in the air, big expectations for a lot returning for this Applemen squad.
Right, yeah, it's exciting. The EPAC, in both the boys' side and the girls' side, both they feel pretty open. You know, in the EPAC you might have a little bit more of clear, cohesive tiers, but Musselman is definitely among the top because they return pretty much all of their production from last year. Their three seniors that they had on last year's squad, weren't really some of the top contributors on the team at least in terms of points per game. You see like 0.6 points per game, 0.7, 5.3 from Gordon. That's the most that you're losing on the points production. But even just overall, you're bringing back Troy Wollaston, you're bringing back Matt Mahood, Gavin McLean, Colton and Logan Shelton, and Nate White are all back from last year's team. So Coach Basil has most of the core, back with another year of experience under their belt. And, it leads to a lot of seniors that they have this year, 6 that they have on this year's squad. So next year you'll wonder about what's going on. But we got a full season ahead of us where Musselman could have a lot of success.
Last year, Musselman ended its season 12-11. Slow start, but once Wollaston came back, and you got to see him tonight as the Applemen take the floor, him leading the charge on the near side for those watching on TV 10. They really picked up that pace. It seemed like he was the boost that they needed to gain momentum. Unfortunately, just wasn't enough on their side of the region. And they're now playing a first game. On the other side, Sherando playing its third game, 2-0 on the year. Back-to-back games for them as well. They're coming off a win yesterday over Skyline, trying to get a win today to improve to 3-0. That was Strasburg that they played yesterday. Skyline was their first game. Both close games for them. Against Skyline 55-53. Against Strasburg it was 47-43.
Right, you mentioned Troy Wollaston, him coming back from his injury during football season in the middle of the year. You had him come back, and Musselman started the year 2-7, and ended the year, with a 12-11 record overall. It means they went 10-4 in the rest of the season, starting with a January 20th 65-60 win that they had against Martinsburg, and you go the rest of that year, beat Hedgesville, beat Washington, beat Spring Mills by 2, and they go down the list. They do it, they had losses in there to University and a loss to Jefferson, a couple losses to Jefferson, but along the way they beat pretty much everyone else in the EPAC at least once, so including multiple wins over Martinsburg. So this is a strong group here. You have Wollaston and Mahood down low. Now, Mahood is more than likely going to be the leading scorer on this team, but Gavin McLean can give him a run for his money. Last year, they averaged 12.2 and 11.6 points per game, respectively. And Mahood also, leading the team in rebounds, 7.1 to Troy Wollaston, 7. Those two down low give this team a lot of size, a lot of rebounding, a lot of inside paint presence that it lends to a lot of success, because especially at this level of basketball, outside shooting, outside scoring can be really volatile. A guy can be known as a good outside scorer, but at this level of basketball, a lot of times those guys are going to have a lot of off nights. They're going to have good nights too, but chances are that they're going to have some off nights here and there too. But when you can get the ball inside, it's a lot more reliable to have those big guys down low in the paint, like Wollaston and Mahood, who can put points up on the board night after night.
Taking a look at recent history between these two, all the way back to 2005, they've met 11 times so far, with that being Musselman and Sherando. Sherando leads the series in these 11 meetings 6-5, so very close. This is the 12th meeting since 2005, and games, final scores, close as well, especially in recent history. Last season it was a 71-69 win for Sherando over Musselman, and then the year before that it was a 54-53 win for Sherando, as well as a 56-48 win for Musselman. So these two teams familiar with one another, and it should be a very competitive, close game today.
Right, it was just a 2-point loss for Musselman, but that was on December 21st, fourth game of the season for Musselman. So they didn't have Troy Wollaston at that point. As we mentioned, it was a completely different team the second half of the year. So that'll be interesting to see if Musselman might have that chip on their shoulder to say, you beat us last year, but we weren't at full strength. This year we are. We're bringing all of our big contributors back. We're going to show that we are better than that game that we had against you last year.
Yeah, last year in that December 21st game, Matt Mahood went off 26 points, 6 rebounds. They're going to keep an eye on him tonight, so will we, to see how he does, as well as the rest of this Applemen core. Let's step aside and take a 2-minute break on the Parsons Ford countdown to tip-off, as we have about 15 minutes from tip-off between Sherando and Musselman. On the other side of that break, we'll have our coaches' interviews. This is West Virginia High School basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Radon is the second leading cause of lung cancer deaths in the United States each year. But do you know the radon levels in your home? Home is a place to live, love, and laugh, not a place to breathe air containing radon. The Berkeley and Morgan County Health Departments are distributing free confidential radon test kits, and you can get yours at the Berkeley County Health Department office in Martinsburg and the Morgan County Health Department office in Berkeley Springs. Protect your home and family. Get your free radon test kit today.
At Carter Myers Automotive, what we do today will tomorrow become what we've done. That's why Owners Just Do More no longer defines us. Our work is never done, because what we live by doesn't have a finish line. We care. Our company of owners is moving lives forward every day by finding more ways to care before, during, and after your purchase. Because when you're happy, so are we. Carter Myers Automotive. Proud to be the owners who just care more.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is prevent, promote, protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
We're the Skinner brothers. Most folks only need a lawyer once or twice in their lives. And when they're injured or in an accident, most people don't know what to do. We get it. It can be overwhelming.
Nobody likes to be told you need a lawyer, but that's why we're here. We want to get you back to your normal life and help you recover.
So if you or loved one has been in an accident, give us a call. Let us figure out how we can get you compensation.
Reach us at SkinnerWins.com or Google Skinner Lawyers. We'll treat you like family.
Welcome back to Klein Court at Musselman High School. So we are on the Parsons Ford countdown to tip-off between the Sherando Warriors and the Musselman Applemen. Let's now get to our coaches' interviews, brought to you by Rock's Local Markets, with convenient locations around the Eastern Panhandle. Rock's, fast, fresh, friendly. We'll start off with the head coach of the Sherando Warriors, Garland Williams, followed by Derek Basile of the Musselman Applemen. Now joined by the head coach of the Sherando Warriors, Garland Williams. Coach Williams, your team off to a 2-0 start. How's the season been on the court for you guys?
Well, I think our guys have been playing fairly well. We're still working out some kinks as far as having our young guys and trying to get them to be able to handle the basketball a little better. But all in all, I mean, we'll take 2 wins.
And in those 2 wins, both very close in the end, so some adversity being faced to get those wins. Just talk about, at the beginning of the year, getting to face some adversity and how much that will benefit your team in the long run.
Well, against Skyline, that was a game that we came back in, and that was a good win coming back. We thought we did some things in that game that got us down. And last night's game against Strasburg, we were ahead, thought we were going to coast through, and they did a good job coming back, but we did some things that we needed to do at the end to hold on. So, again, like we said, we take the 2 wins, but there's some things that we have to do better to do a better job finishing games.
What do you think, if you can go a little bit into more detail about what some of those kinks are for your team so far that you need to get through?
Well, one is our younger guys. They're making sometimes they make very poor decisions as far as passing, and we need to do a better job blocking out, shot selection, all those things as far as a young team, especially beginning of the season, trying to show that, hey, you know, coach, I need to be on the court, but we just ask everybody do their role and things will work out in the long run.
And on the positive side of things, what are some things that you have liked from your team so far?
Well, positive side, one, we got a 3-year starter with Trey Williams, and he's been, for the most part, leading the team. He's more of a leader by example instead of a vocal type guy. So that's been a positive. Another positive as far as we have 3 seniors, and they've been doing some things that we thought they should be able to do as seniors. So hopefully they can continue that and even do even better.
As you mentioned, you guys played last night. Now you get a back-to-back on the road against Musselman. We'll start off with how tough it might be for your team early to have to deal with a back-to-back game situation.
Well, I mean, that's the schedule. We knew that that's where we was going in. So I won't say we're in full shape, but we feel that we're in condition to handle it. We know Musselman, they'll be tough because they have quite a few returners, and we'll just have to do some things to try to control stuff.
Speaking of those returners that you remember from last year, you guys got the win in last year's game. What are you trying to replicate here tonight to make sure you guys get the win tonight?
Well, we were extremely fortunate here last year. We shot the ball fairly well. So it'd be great if we could shoot like that, but mainly we just got to control our turnovers, block out well, because they have some really good guys and strong guys can crash the boards, control the tempo.
As you mentioned, you guys played them last year. What were some things that impressed you about Musselman, and maybe what are some things, even though you haven't got to see them on the court, that you expect to see tonight?
Well, again, like I said, they had some younger guys that hit the boards hard. They had one young man that scored very well against us in both games. And he's back again this year, along with their strong football players. So it's going to be a real big test for us tonight.
What do you feel like the keys to success for your team is tonight?
Controlling the tempo and controlling the number of turnovers.
All right, Coach, anything else?
No, just come here, play, and play hard. That's all we ask our guys to do.
All right, Coach Williams, appreciate the time and good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now joined by the head coach of the Musselman Applemen, Derek Basile. Coach Basile, first game of the season for you guys, trying to get the nerves out of the way. How does it feel, though, that the time has finally come to get out on that floor once again?
Well, it's fun. Hard to believe, really. It seems like just yesterday we were finished up last year, and we're starting it again. And like I said, first game nerves is always there. You never know what you're going to get first game.
You guys do bring back a lot from last year, though. Just talk about how the off-season went for you guys and what you liked.
Yeah, good off-season. Guys worked hard. Went to a couple camps. Did well at the camps. These guys, they're in the weight room. They do a nice job in there. They, they work on their games. I mean, this is a team that, like I said, they're a veteran club, and hopefully, we'll see good results.
What are maybe some few things that you really saw them grow in during the off season?
Well, I think we just the maturity level, getting out there and playing more minutes. These guys got a lot of minutes last year. They were very inexperienced at the beginning of the year, and it showed. But as the year went, they got that experience. I thought you saw the confidence a little bit more in the off season, but we got a long way to go. We're still a work in progress. Like I said, we had a couple of football players. They're still trying to find their legs a little bit, still trying to find their basketball game a little bit. So I think as the year goes, we'll keep improving.
Tonight you guys take on Sherando, a team that already is 2 games in, so maybe had some time to review some footage. What have you seen from them potentially, if you have got to take a look at them before tonight?
Yeah, I like their team. The Williams kid's a good player, the guard, number 0. They have nice size, nice length. It seems like a lot goes through Williams. Their big kid, number 12, inside, he's a banger. He'll go in there and he fights the board. So we have to do a good job on him. We have to do a good job containing the Williams kid. He's a scorer. He handles the ball, kind of dictates the game for him. And Coach Williams does a real nice job with that team. They're very disciplined. They run a lot of pattern stuff. So we have to be disciplined in our approach tonight.
In recent history, when you guys face each other, it always seems to be a very close game, very competitive game. How much does that benefit early in the year to have that very close outcomes?
Well, I expect a lot of those this year. I think our schedule's really tough, and this is a tough opener playing against a good club like Sherando. And the games the last 3 games have come down to basically the last seconds. Last year we missed a 3 at the buzzer to win it. The year before they beat us at the buzzer on a jump shot. The year before that we beat them basically in the last 4 or 5 seconds. So all these games are close, and like I said, that pays dividends later down the road.
What do you feel like the keys to success is on the offensive side of the ball? We'll start with, and then switch over to defense.
Well, I think we have to move the ball. We're at our best when we move the ball from side to side, get good movement, get good cutting, and get those high percentage looks. We're not good when we come down, make one pass, and shoot a contested jump shot or a contested 3. That's really not our game. So we got to play inside out, move the ball from side to side, make them work a little bit on defense. If we do that, I think we'll get quality possessions, quality shots.
All right, how about on the defense end?
The defense is kind of the opposite. We want to limit what they do. We want to take them out of the things they want to run, and we want to force them into low percentage shots. That's kind of our philosophy every game. So if we can do that, give ourselves a chance to be successful.
What are you most excited about for tonight?
It's just first game's fun. Got to do this 22 times, and as a coach and as a player, got to do it, and it's a special night. But I think what you got to do is you can't get too high, too emotional about it. I think some of the kids do that, try to press a little bit too hard. The crowd will come out tonight probably, usually do for opening night. So, just play within yourself, but it is a fun time.
All right, Coach, anything else?
No, that's it. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Appreciate the time. Good luck.
Thank you.
That was our coach's interviews, brought to you by Rocks Local Markets with convenient locations around the Eastern Panhandle. Fast, fresh, friendly Rocks. We'll step aside, take a 2-minute break here on the Parsons Ford countdown to tip off. On the other side of that break, we'll get you the keys to the game as well as tonight's starting lineups for Sherando and Musselman. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Nothing goes better with football than chicken. From Pee-wee to the big boys to the wing T formation, a hearty meal of 12 pieces for $12 is just what the boys need to be at their best. Oh my, fumbling, bumbling, stumbling.
Omaha!
Rocks 12 pieces of chicken, just $12.
Let's go! Drink some beers! Mountaineer!
The Mountaineer Pub offers many daily specials, including Trivia Night Mondays, Karaoke Tuesdays, Steak Night Wednesdays and Sundays, Boneless Swing Night Thursdays, and DJ and/or karaoke, again Fridays and Saturdays. And remember, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Mondays through Fridays is happy hour with $2 domestic bottles and $2.50 domestic drafts.
Let's go! Drink some beers! Mountaineer Pub!
Providing reliable protection since 1877, we are Farmers and Mechanic Insurance Companies. For over a century, we have been dedicated to provide dependable insurance protection and excellent customer service. We specialize in auto, home, farm, and business insurance. Our products are backed with personal, hands-on service. You can trust us to protect what matters most to you. For all of your insurance needs, there's Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
Welcome back to Klein Court at Musselman High School as we are 2 minutes away from starting lineups being announced by our PA announcer and game time between Sherando and Musselman. Colin McLaughlin here for Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10. Alongside me is Dylan Bishop. Our cameraman's Kevin McLaughlin. Back at the studio is Nick Verzolini. By the way, as I say, cameraman on the TV 10 side, Kevin McLaughlin. Appreciate him helping us out tonight. We need cameramen. Plain and simple, if you guys want to continue to have coverage here for us on TV 10, we need people to help us out. Thought we had somebody, unfortunately we didn't, so last second appreciate my dad helping us out, but without him, we would not have any cameramen, so if you guys know anybody at all out there that's tuning in right now that is interested in being a cameraman for us, please contact us on social media, come to the office, give us a call, 304-263-6586. We definitely need the help. It's a paid part-time job as well. It's not just for free and helping us up. Not volunteer. You'll get paid. We promise you that. Continuing here with our pregame show, though, let's now get into tonight's keys to the game, as the key to your next car is at the Dutch Miller Automotive Group, home of friends and family pricing. Dylan.
I think for Sherando, they're going to have to box out because the height that this Musselman team has is going to be tough for a lot of teams that Musselman plays this year, but it's not just height that gets you rebounds. Look at Dennis Rodman, one of the greatest rebounders of all time. He was, 6 inches shorter than a lot of the guys he was going up for rebounds against. So I think that'll be the key there. For Musselman, they need to limit the turnovers. Make sure that they can keep the ball on their side. Don't make dumb mistakes passing the ball, or stay under control with your dribble. And I think if they don't turn the ball over a lot, they can have the advantage and have the better offense in this one.
Let's now get tonight's starting lineups, brought to you by the Mirius Group and Ameriprise Financial Advisors, John Everson and Phil McCoy. Stop by 1270 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg or call 304-263-4343. Starting five for Sherando: number 0, Trey Williams; number 2, Charlie Lease; number 3, Cassius Williams; number 12, Drew Tyson, number 24, Jackson Ogle. For Musselman, number 0, Nathan White, number 1, Colton Shelton, number 10, Logan Shelton, number 33, Matthew Mahood, number 34, Troy Wollaston. As we have a brief moment of silence here at Musselman High School, we'll take it with them for a few seconds.
Thank you.
Let's now step aside here, take a 2-minute break for the national anthem, and on the other side of that break, we'll have opening tip-off between the Sherando Warriors and the Musselman Applemen. Again, a 2-minute break. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
Ollie's VIP North Side is the best spot to catch all your favorite teams. Join us Monday for Dollar Wings and Monday Night Football, Thursdays on the patio for the Cornhole Tourney, Friday night lights with happy hour specials, or Saturdays during or after the college games for steak night. Get a ribeye or New York steak for just $26.95. Ollie's has great food and drink menus too, along with 17 TVs to watch any game of your choice from anywhere at the bar or their outdoor patio and fire pit. So stop by and see for yourself today at 36 Veronica Drive in Martinsburg. That's Ollie's VIP North Side. We'll see you for the game.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna call my parents. Dad, come over. The brisket's done.
The Traeger Connect experience. Everything you need for epic flavor, and then some.
Shop now and save at Orsini's today.
Remember when you were a little kid and saw your first deer?
Oh, how cute.
As an adult, maybe you've had a different experience.
Where'd that come from?
Bambi mess up your dream machine? Call Cody's Auto Body today at 304-901-4777 and get the work done right the first time. Cody's Auto Body, 851 Wilston Street in Martinsburg, has a team of auto body professionals with a lifetime of experience putting your ride back together again, regardless of how it got that way. Cody's Auto Body.
Welcome back to Musselman High School for West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10 as the starting lineups being announced here. As the Sherando Warriors come to Inwood, West Virginia for the season opener for the Musselman Applemen. Colin McLaughlin here for Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Alongside me is Dylan Bishop. Our cameraman is Dr. Kevin McLaughlin. Back at the studio is Nick Verzolini. As the lights get ready to go out, the starting five coming out for the first time this year for Musselman, to the applause of the student section behind us. They are ready to go. We're ready to go. Sherando 2-0 on the year. Musselman, first game of the year. Dylan, final thoughts before we get things started here.
I think that Musselman's experience and their size is going to be really crucial to their success this year, and I think they're going to have a lot of it. And I think on the Sherando side of things, they're going to have to deal with that. It's tough to go up against guys that are bigger than you. Now Sherando has some size of their own. Drew Tyson, their center, is 6'4", 210 pounds, is going to put up a fight against Matt Mahood and Troy Wollaston down low. But these guys are really experienced. Drew Tyson's a senior himself, so I think that's going to be the matchup to watch down low, is Tyson against Wollaston and Mahood in the paint, to see who can control that area of the game, who can get those easy buckets at the hoop, and see if they can turn it into, either team can turn that into transition, and who can get turnovers and lead even more easy buckets in transition.
This is the 12th meeting between Sherando and Musselman since 2005. The past two meetings last year in the year 2022, not last season, two separate seasons. Both games, though, Sherando wins, but a margin combined only 3 points. 71-69 in the last meeting, 54-53 in the one at the beginning of 2022. It's Sherando in the away black uniforms with white on the front and back for their name and number. As for Musselman, the home white uniforms with Kelly green. A touch of red on the outline of the numbers and the Musselman Applemen on the front. We'll get you our opening tip-off brought to you by Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, representing accident and injury claims for over 50 years. Go to SkinnerWins.com as both teams meet with their coaches and huddle up at their respective benches. It will be Sherando's starting 5 going out to the floor first. Again, their starting 5 is number 0 in Williams, number 2 in Lease, number 3 Williams, number 12 Tyson, and number 24 Ogle. For Musselman, it goes number 0 White, number 1 Shelton, number 10 Shelton, number 33 Mahood, and number 34 Woolston. Looks like meeting at midcourt, doing the jump ball for both teams. For Sherando, it is Tyson, and it looks like for Musselman, it will be Mahood meeting for opening tip-off. So our officials making sure everybody is ready to go. The ball into the air, tipped by Mahood, and into the possession of Shelton for Musselman. To the left side, Mahood goes over to Colton Shelton, who kicks it down low on the left side for Wollaston. He bounce passes it into the paint for White. White in the paint, puts it up and in for the first 2 points for Musselman in the first quarter. And the foul. So he'll have an opportunity at the line for a 3-point play.
One of the underrated aspects of this team is Troy Wollaston's passing. That was a big part of their success when he came back. He is one of, if not the best passer on this team. He made a great play passing that one with a bounce pass inside to Nate White. It's a great find there by Wollaston.
White's free throw is good. Musselman leads Sherando 3-0 as that foul was on Ogle. Ball now with Lease. Lease dribbles once, passes it to his left. 3-pointer at the left wing by Williams. No good, off the rim, rebounded by Mahood. Musselman going quickly on the other side. It's White trying to get it in transition. He has the ball deflected and stolen by Lease. They get it right back, though, and now kicking it out for Logan Shelton. And they'll reset the offense with Wollaston, who'll hand it to Shelton. Shelton picks up his dribble, passes it to the right for Mahood. He has a man wide open down low. It goes off the bottom of the backboard. And Musselman keeps possession, swinging it back and forth around the top of the key, trying to find Mahood down low. He loses it, has to dribble his way out. Pulls up on the right side in the corner. Shot no good, rebounded by Sherando. 3-0 Musselman leading the Warriors. 6:45 to go in quarter number 1. Ball with Sherando. Ogle at the top of the key, passes it to his right side. That's Tyson. Tyson brings it back over to the left with a chest pass. Back to the right side, it's now Lease down low. Shot rejected as Ogle tried to go up against Mahood, and Mahood said not today. Ball goes out of bounds. Clock stops with 6 minutes, 31 seconds to go in the first. Now it looks like they actually called Mahood with a foul. And that'll send Ogle to the line to shoot 2.
That was a close one there. And I think that he did end up getting him on the wrist as he went up.
First free throw is good, by making it 3-1. Musselman up by 2.
Yeah, Gavin McLean checking in now.
Jackson Ogle, second free throw, misses to the left. Ball on the ground, rebounded by Lease for Sherando. And he has a man wide open in the paint, and the layup is good. We're tied at 3 as Tyson gets his first 2 points of the night.
Let's see how well he ends up doing down low against this duo of Mahood and Wollaston.
Mahood with the ball, trying to drive in on the left side, uses his body for leverage and puts the shot up and in. Musselman retakes the lead, 5-3.
That's probably going to be your mismatch, whoever is against Mahood. If you don't have Tyson down there, it's going to be someone that's probably a little bit shorter or not quite as strong. Going up against Ogle, who's only a sophomore.
Tyson finds Trey Williams, right corner 3, air ball, rebounded by Mahood. Colton Shelton over to the right side, driving in is McLean. His shot on the layup. No good. Rebounded by Tyson. Back and forth we go. 5.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Left side, it's Williams with the ball, giving it to Tyson at the top of the key inside the arc. He'll hand it over to Williams. Williams puts up a floater. It's no good. Rebounded by McLean. Shelton to White. White on the offensive end of the court now. Will pass it back to Shelton to slow things down as the sophomore tries to go with the give and go. McLean keeps it though at the right wing. Three-pointer off the left side from Shelton, no good. White gets the rebound in the paint, puts up a floater. That one's through. He has 5 points. Musselman leads 7-3 over Sherando here with 5 minutes to go in quarter number 1. It's Tyson trying to drive the right side, loses its dribble, and now it's Shelton ball on the ground. McLean breaks away to give it to Shelton. Shelton decides to slow things down now for Musselman. Picks up his dribble, passes it to the right for McLean for 3 off the back of the rim. No good. Into the air. Rebounded by Wollaston. Wollaston gets triple team. Picks up his dribble, trying to find somebody. Bounce passes it into the paint. It's stolen by Williams. Williams back the other way. Left side layup off the glass and in for Trey Williams, making it 7-5.
It's really the first bad play of the game by Wollaston, turning the ball over on that errant pass. He's been dominating the game in every other aspect up to that point, rebounding, defense, and passing.
Musselman in the lead right now by 2. 4 minutes to go in the first quarter against Sherando. It's Wollaston at the right elbow with the ball, pivoting. Hines man wide open, top of the key. McLean 3 off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Tyson. Sherando brings it back up the floor now. It's Williams running the offense for the Warriors. Dribbling with his right hand, he picks it up. Passes it to Ogle, give and go inside for Williams, and he lays it in. We're tied at 7 apiece with 3:40 to go in the first quarter.
That's a tough shot by Trey Williams.
Wollaston to White. White tries to drive the left side. Whistle blows, stops the clock with 3 minutes and 33 seconds left in quarter number 1. That looks like it's a offensive foul. Your first quarter brought to you by Brown Funeral Home and Cremation, Robert Fields & Sons, family-owned full-service funeral home in Martinsburg, Inwood, and Charlestown, Ranson, proudly serving the area since 1880, as well as CMA, Sondo, Winchester, 3985 Valley Pike. CMA moving lives forward. It's that foul called against McLean, his first, team second for Musselman.
He had a quick stint on the floor. Logan Shelton back in for him.
Tyson with the ball for Sherando. The right wing drives into the free throw line and then dishes it out. The ball now with Williams. Williams gets a pick, decides to call him off, and now will be guarded closely by Logan Shelton. They try to give it over for Lease, who immediately tried to go down low with a pass. And that pass goes out of bounds. Musselman basketball.
Musselman got lucky there. He was open down low. It's a bad pass.
Musselman ball, White drives in, now kicks it out to Wollaston. Wollaston finds Mahood on the right side. He loses his dribble, now stuck in the corner, and has to float a pass to the top of the key. Give and go beautifully done by Wollaston as well as Shelton. And that is Colton Shelton with his first 2 points, giving Musselman a 9-7 lead over Sherando. Ball back on the other side of the court. Tyson trying to post up against Wollaston. His shot at the right block trickles off the rim and no good. Rebounded by Musselman. Mahood to Wollaston at the right elbow. He's double teamed now, trying to find someone. Gets it on the left side to Colton Shelton. His shot misses. Rebounded by Sherando. Sherando in transition offense back the other way. Kicking it out for Lease. Lease finds a wide open Ogle for 3 off the front of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Wollaston for Musselman. 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 1. It's Colton Shelton with the ball, giving it to Wollaston. Wollaston dishes it down low for Logan Shelton. His shot no good. Gets his own rebound in the paint. That one misses. Third time's a charm. No. It's rebounded this time by Sherando. Tyson gives it to Trey Williams. Williams driving the left side, kicking it out to the free throw line for Tyson. His shot around the rim and good. And that's Tyson's. Now with 4 points, we're tied at 9-9. Minute 40 left, quarter number 1.
It's the big man game so far on both sides. Working through Wollaston and Tyson. Musselman and Sherando going back and forth.
Colton Shelton running the point now, gives it to his brother Logan. Passes it to the left for White. White finds Mahood in the left corner. He's going to drive in. He tries to pass. It's deflected. No, they say it went last off him. So it'll be Sherando basketball. Minute 18 left in the first quarter. Now inbounded at the defensive baseline for the Warriors.
And Mahood's had trouble handling the ball so far. I think that you might need to find more opportunities to just get him the ball at the block and let him go at the basket immediately.
It's Cassius Williams passing it to Miller. Miller over to Tyson, back to Williams. He gives it to Trey Williams. Williams, step back jumper for two. And that one bounces around the rim and no good, rebounded by Wollaston. Colton Shelton slowly brings it up the floor for the Applemen. He breaks the midcourt stripe. Dribbling with his left hand. Throws it over to Wollaston at the left elbow. Wollaston picks up his dribble, trying to give it down low. The shot in the paint, no good by Santa Maria. He gets his rebound, puts another shot up, and will be fouled. Stops the clock with 38.2 seconds left. We're tied at 9 between Musselman and Sherando as that foul called against number 32 for Sherando, Joshua Miller, his first team second.
Well, if Wollaston and Mahood weren't enough size, and in Santa Maria, the sophomore is actually the tallest player on Musselman at 6'6".
Santa Maria's first free throw up and no good, keeping it at 9-9 as he gets the ball for his second. Santa Maria's second free throw up. That one around the rim, no good. Rebounded down low by Shelton. He tries to kick it out and successfully does so to McLean. McLean gives it to Colton Shelton, and their offense will reset for the Applemen. McLean to Wollaston at the right elbow. Kicks it down low to Santa Maria. Santa Maria double teamed. He now has to throw it out to the top of the key. It's deflected into the hands of Wollaston. Colton Shelton now going to hold the ball. 10 seconds left, so trying to get the last shots. Musselman of the quarter. They go ISO for Shelton. Shelton drives in, finds Santa Maria. He tried to go up for the dunk, but he's rejected by Tyson. Trey Williams at the buzzer, and it's off the front of the rim. They said the shot wouldn't have counted anyway. It was still in his hands while the clock hit zeros. And at the end of quarter number 1, it's Sherando 9, Musselman 9. We'll step aside and take a 1-minute break. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
Welcome back to Klein Court at Musselman as we get into the second quarter. Tied 9-9 between Sherando and Musselman. Also, new rule here by the NFHS that is established by the WVSSAC. Fouls, team fouls, reset now every quarter in high school basketball. It only takes 5 fouls to get the free throws, and that is automatically a double bonus, no more 1-and-1.
Right, that's a pretty big difference.
Sherando with the basketball to start the second quarter as the inbound goes to Trey Williams. Goes from the backcourt to the midcourt, now to the front court. Picks up his dribble, passes it to the right for Cassius Williams, who gives it to Lease. Lease in the right corner, drives in, finds at the left block. That's Tyson. Tyson fades back, puts up the J. It's no good. Rebounded by Musselman.
It's good defense by Santa Maria.
McLean driving the right side, stops. Step back jumper is good by McLean. His first 2 points. And now it's an 11-9 lead for Musselman.
Both teams having some trouble finding some really good offense so far.
Three-pointer at the top of the key by Williams, off the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded by the Applemen. Colton Shelton The M at midcourt, guarded very closely by Cassius Williams. He'll pass it to McLean. McLean tries to get him with a give and go on the left side, driving in with Shelton, but the pass deflected out of bounds. 7:02 to go the second quarter as the clock stops for a substitution. It'll be Musselman inbounding it to the left side of Sherando's bench. And a long pass, midcourt, caught by Shelton. Shelton bounce passes it to Logan. Logan gives it to McLean. Now a quick pass to the right wing for Whitmer. They swing it around to the left side. Back down low for Santa Maria. He was wide open but couldn't handle the pass. He's able to regroup, puts it up, and it's good by Santa Maria. It's now 13-9, but back the other way quickly. Three-pointer no good. Tipped around in the paint. Getting his own rebound was Dowlinger. Kicking it out, and it's rejected by McLean. McLean back the other way, all by himself. Layup no good, as he was quickly contended by Williams. This time it's Tyson in the right corner, double teamed, pass deflected, but he's able to get it over for Dowlinger. Dowlinger pass deflected, and it's McLean, and sloppiness on both ends, resulting in Williams finally recovering it in the backcourt for Sherando. Tyson in the paint, pump fakes, hard work, getting the foul, stopping the clock with 5:58 in the second quarter, and it's a shooting foul. Colton Shelton called with that for Musselman, his first, team first of the quarter, which means that sends Tyson to the line to shoot two for Sherando.
Those first 2 minutes, I think, say a lot about Musselman, because neither Mahood or Wollaston were in for the first 2 minutes of that quarter, but still they held their own and actually went on a 4-0 run, as they both check in now, so does Nate White. But for them to hold their own and go up by 4 points with those two off the floor is pretty impressive, especially since Drew Tyson was still in the game. Sherando didn't get any smaller.
Drew Tyson ready for his second free throw after he missed the first. Shots up, and that one is good. He now has 5 points, leading the way for Sherando, making it a one-possession game again. It's Musselman 13, Sherando 10. Wilson, right side layup, off the glass and good by Troy Wilson. That's his first 2 points of the night, making it 15-10. Williams bringing it up the floor, picking up his dribble at the right wing, passes it for Dickin. Dickin down to Tyson. Tyson at the right block, working very toughly, but he's unable to get any position against Wollaston, and a shot no good, rebounded by Musselman. Logan Shelton with the ball now at the top of the key, passing it to McLean at the right wing, who gives it to the corner. Driving it in is White. His layup no good, but he's fouled. The clock stops with 5:21 in the second quarter.
It's a good drive inside by White to get to the free throw line. You can see Musselman is doubling Drew Tyson when he starts to dribble the ball down with the ball at the block. And they're trying to force him to get rid of that ball, or to say, he's not going to be able to dribble it. If he puts the ball on the floor, we can go and take it from him. And they didn't quite do it that time, but they still played really good defense.
White's first end of the free throws is good, making it 16-10 as that foul was against Dickin, his first, team first of the quarter. Second free throw by White. That one's through as well. He now leads the way with 7 points, making it a 17-10 ball game. Musselman on top of Sherando in the second quarter. Tyson at the right wing, dribbling it to the left elbow, and he falls down, loses the ball. It's stolen by Wollaston. Wollaston gives it to White, who brings it up past midcourt now. Hands it over to Mahood. Mahood sees some space, puts up a floater in the paint. It's no good, and it's last off his hands, going out of bounds. It'll be Sherando ball.
Mahood kind of forced that one. He kind of just tried to drive straight forward. It didn't really have full control of his body and just threw it up too strong off the backboard.
5 minutes left in the second quarter, clock winding down. Lease with the ball for Sherando, passing it to Dowlinger. Dowlinger back to Lease, and Lease trying to give it to Williams, who is breaking in the paint, but it's deflected, stolen by Musselman. Pass now from White to Wollaston at the left wing is deflected out of bounds into Sherando's bench. Applemen keep possession, and it will be an inbound. No-look pass into the left corner from Mahood. Mahood doesn't like what he sees, so now they swing it around to the right side for Musselman. Wollaston at the elbow, posting up, puts up the right-handed layup, and that one is good. 19-10, Musselman leads Sherando now.
You tell Wollaston had a lot of confidence in that matchup against Lease. A little taller, a little bigger, a little stronger.
Ball at the left elbow in the hands of Dallinger. He kicks it out now. It's Williams. Williams trying to run the offense for Sherando. Only has 1 point so far in the first 4 minutes of the second quarter. Over to the right wing, it's Dallinger. Passing it out to the top of the key, now to the left side. Back to the right side now goes Sherando. It's Dickin driving into the paint. His layup is up and in. That's his first 2 points, making it 19-12. 7-point lead for Musselman.
That's the first field goal of the second quarter for Sherando.
Mahood passing it to McLean. Over now for Logan Shelton, who gets it to Williston. Williston bounce passes it down low to the left block to Mahood. Back out to Williston. Back to Mahood. Layup too strong off the glass. He gets his own rebound, muscles it back up, and the front of the rim says not this time. Rebounded by Sherando. Quickly back up the floor by himself was Williams. He pulls up for two, airballs it, and it's rebounded by Musselman.
The Wollaston Mahood pick and roll on that last possession didn't work out for Mahood, but I like that. It was a good execution of the play itself.
And Williston will be called with an offensive foul as he was kind of trying to muscle his way in on that right side. That is his first foul, team second of the quarter. 3 minutes, 2 seconds remaining in this second quarter. It's Musselman 19, Sherando 12. The ball inbounded here. The Puller bring it up the floor now for Sherando. He'll pass it over to the right wing. They swing it around the arc to the left side. Top of the key now, it's Dallinger. Dallinger to the right side for Williams. Back to Ogle to the left side now. They try to work it with Dallinger. Musselman's defense holding them all to that outside arc for Sherando. Nobody in that paint right now for their offense.
It's a really small lineup for Sherando out here right now, too.
They can't get anything going as Williams swings it to the right. Back now to the left. Driving in Dallinger, and a whistle stops the clock with 2 minutes, 21 seconds left. Musselman's coaching staff to our right side thought they were for sure going to get a charge called as Williston.
So did I.
And it looks like they are going to give it to him. At first, it looked like they were going to call Williston with the defensive foul, but they
one ref
with one another, and they called the charge.
One ref, the first ref, the initial call was a block. The other ref came in and overruled.
So Dallinger gets called with the charge. Musselman ball. Dishing it down to Santa Maria. Right side layup is good. He now has 4 points. It's a 9-point lead again for Musselman. 2 minutes to go in this first half. 21-12. Musselman leads Sherando.
And with that, Drew Tyson got up off the bench. This lineup for Sherando is way too small.
Williston steals it. Goes behind his back with his dribble. Still on the left side. Almost loses his dribble. Now stumbles. He's on the floor, and he's going to be called with a travel. Your second quarter brought to you by Orsini's Home Store, not just an appliance store any longer. Visit them at 360 Ack Wilson Way in Martinsburg or online at Orsini's.com, as well as Craig Blair for State Senate, the Eastern Panhandle's first and only Senate President and Lieutenant Governor, fiscal and social conservative who's making West Virginia great again by cutting taxes and creating jobs. Let's re-elect Craig Blair in 2024. Timeout taken by Sherando, their first of 5. We'll take the 30-second break with them. This is West Virginia High School Boys Basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10. Back in 30 seconds.
Finally, West Virginia is moving in the right direction. As your West Virginia Senate President, Craig Blair has passed the most conservative legislative agenda in the nation. He has fought for our values like banning elective abortions, protecting our Second Amendment rights, and prevented boys from playing in girls' sports. Senator Craig Blair championed the largest tax cut in the history of our state. Craig Blair, a strong conservative leader. Promises made, promises kept. This election, vote for Republican Craig Blair for State Senate. Paid for by the committee to re-elect Craig Blair.
Welcome back here as we have a minute 48 left in quarter number 2. It is Musselman 21, Sherando 12 in the season opener for the Applemen. Sherando ball after its timeout. They have 4 remaining. Musselman still with all 5. Williams passes it to the right side for Carlson. Carlson gives it to Tyson at the left elbow. He pump fakes instead, decides to pass to Lease. Lease gives it to Williams. Williams back to Cassius Williams. It's Tyson at the paint, trying to get some space against Wollaston. Whistle blows, and looks like it's another foul called against Troy Wollaston. That is his second, team third of the quarter.
He tried to get in there and force a jump ball, but I think that's the right call. He doesn't like the call, but I think he didn't quite have full possession of the ball, and it was ripped through by Sherando. It turned into a foul.
Wilson takes a seat on the bench with those two fouls as the inbound now to Carlson for Sherando. Minute 20 left in this second quarter. Pass to the right side for Trey Williams. Williams passes it to Cassius, back to Trey for three at the right wing. That off the mark, no good, rebounded by Santa Maria for Musselman. Slowing it down is Colton Shelton. He's at midcourt now, breaking the timeline. Spinning around, passing it to the left side for Brown. Brown in the left corner gives it to McLean for three. It's good. First three-pointer of the night. He now has 5 points. It's a 24-12 lead for Musselman. Ball tipped around, almost stolen. Tyson has it on the ground, and finally it's stolen by Santa Maria. Off the pass that really didn't go anywhere close to a Warrior.
And it was Colton Shelton getting in there and forcing that out of the hand of Tyson initially.
McLean tried to go with the step-back three, but lost his footing, and he has to give it up to Santa Maria. Pass down low to Brown. That one stolen after Brown tried to give it inside. It's Sherando stumbling its way up the floor, giving it to Tyson at the left elbow. His shot too strong, rebounded by Musselman. 18 seconds to go in the second quarter. Looks like the Applemen are going to slow things down, trying to get the last shot of the quarter again. They lead by 12. Shelton to Brown. Brown to McLean for three at the left wing, and that one way off. Airballed going out of bounds. Stops the clock with 1.9 seconds left. So Sherando will have time for maybe about a dribble, maybe two, depending on how quick they can go, and then a shot.
Yep.
Pass inbounded to Trey Williams. He shot into the air and over the backboard. No good at halftime. It is Musselman 24, Sherando 12. We'll step aside, take a 2-minute break, and then be back for our halftime show. This is West Virginia High School Boys Basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
This is Eric at Hagerstown Ford. Over the last decade, the way we buy things have evolved. Now, you get on your phone, click Want It, and it shows up at your front door. At Hagerstown Ford, it is that convenient. We've changed the car buying experience on the I-81 corridor forever. And with a return policy better than Walmart, there's absolutely no reason to buy a new or used car, truck, or SUV anywhere else. Just like Amazon, Hagerstown Ford will deliver the vehicle to you, where you are, and on your time. And if you don't want it, return it. No questions asked. Why waste your time at a car dealership playing the dumb back-and-forth games? Besides, we hate it more than you do. I assure you, no dealership from Winchester, Virginia to Washington, D.C. will beat our price. No dealership from Chambersburg, Pennsylvania to Baltimore, Maryland will beat our price. And no other dealership will allow you to return it if you don't want it. Hagerstown Ford absolutely provides the best experience at the best price. Visit HagerstownFord.com to schedule your VIP experience. Click on the vehicle you want and get your new ride delivered to you at no risk.
See dealer for details.
Hi, I'm Lori.
And I'm Dave. It's hard to believe, but Bechtel Jewelers is going out of business. Before we close, you can save up to 80% off our entire inventory of gold, diamonds, watches, even unique estate jewelry.
Everything in our inventory must go. And now we've taken deeper discounts store-wide. So help Santa out early this year and visit Bechtel Jewelers before it's too late.
Welcome back here to Klein Court at Musselman High School. Halftime show brought to you by the Mansion Freddie Law Firm in Martinsburg, where it's about seeking justice for you. Go to wvjusticelawyers.com at the half. It is Musselman 24, Sherando 12. Quickly, Dylan, first half thoughts before we get to the first half stats.
I think the difference has been what does both teams look like when their big men have been off the floor. We saw that, Musselman went up 4-0 in the first 2 minutes of the second quarter when Mahood and Wollaston were off the floor after a tied first quarter. And then when Drew Tyson was out of the game, Musselman dominated. It didn't matter if it was Mahood or Wollaston or Santa Maria in the game. Sherando just didn't have enough size, and that was when Musselman really took over. So that's been the difference so far. Sherando just hasn't had the size when they haven't had their starters out on the floor. Musselman's playing better defense, taking better care of the ball.
Let's get into our first half stats brought to you by the Berkeley County Health Department. Prevent, Promote, Protect. Offering public, clinical, and environmental services at 122 Waverly Court in Martinsburg. Your scorers, we'll start off with the Sherando Warriors. Leading the way is Drew Tyson with 5 points. Trey Williams has 4 points. Jackson Dickin has 2 points. And then the last one is Jackson Ogle with 1 point. For Musselman, leading the way is Nate White with 7 points. Behind him's Gavin McLean with 5. You have Santa Maria and Wollaston with 4 points each. And then Colton Shelton and Matt Mahood with 2 points each. 6.5 minutes left before we resume action here. As we step aside, take a 2-minute break. We'll send it to the studio with Nick Verzolini. This is West Virginia High School Boys Basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
We are the Skinner Brothers. Most folks only need a lawyer once or twice in their lives. And when they're injured or in an accident, most people don't know what to do. We get it. It can be overwhelming.
Nobody likes to be told, you need a lawyer. But that's why we're here. We want to get you back to your normal life and help you recover.
So if you or a loved one has been in an accident, give us a call. Let us figure out how we can get you compensation.
Reach us at SkinnerWins.com or Google Skinner Lawyers. We'll treat you like family.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How can I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm John Everson, Private Wealth Advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
At Dutch Miller Automotive, we've grown quite a bit over the last 60 years, but our core principles remain the same. We believe in treating our customers and our team members like friends and family, and we see it as our obligation to give back to all the communities we are so fortunate to do business in. In just West Virginia alone, we've grown from one location on the west end of Huntington to 10 rooftops employing more than 500 Mountaineers. Check out the inventory from all of our stores at DutchMillerAuto.com. Dutch Miller Automotive Group, West Virginia proud.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
We welcome you into the halftime scoreboard update. I'm your host, Nick Verzolini. At the half, your score, Musselman leading Sherando, 24-12. Other high school games going on tonight in the EPAC. Jefferson is taking on Frederick tonight. We do not have a score for that game currently, but possibly we'll have one in the postgame. So let's run down some scores and other basketball action in the NBA tonight. The Wizards are taking on the 76ers, and Washington holds a 62-60 lead at the half. Denny Aptia leading the way for the Wiz with 6 points and 8 assists. Washington holding that lead despite Joel Embiid going off. 26 points, 6 rebounds at the half, but Washington still holds a 2-point lead over Philadelphia. And then other NBA scores, Cleveland leads Orlando 59-40 in the second quarter of that game. At halftime, the Pistons lead the Grizzlies 56-52. The Miami Heat lead the Toronto Raptors 32-28. That one in the first quarter. Also in the first quarter, the Nets and Hawks in a tight game, tied at 25. The Spurs and Timberwolves are tied at 16. In college basketball in the top 25, Miami all over Long Island University. Wow, really challenging themselves there. 53-22, the score for the U on top. Rice taking on Houston. That game in the city of Houston, battle for the city there, tied at 3 between those two schools. Texas leads Marquette 11-5, and again tonight on Talk Radio WRNR we'll have WVU men's basketball for you as the Mountaineers take on Pitt. Those are your halftime scores. We'll take a 2-minute break, and on the other side of that break we will have Dylan and Colin for the second half. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Hi, I'm Lori.
And I'm Dave. It's hard to believe, but Bechtel Jewelers is going out of business. Before we close, you can save up to 80% off our entire inventory of gold, diamonds, watches, even unique estate jewelry.
Everything in our inventory must go. And now we've taken deeper discounts store-wide. So help Santa out early this year and visit Bechtel Jewelers before it's too late.
My kids, you know I want the best for you, don't you? We need to have a conversation.
End-of-life planning is no one's favorite discussion, but the relief of having everything in place when the hour of need arrives is a gift. Give it to your family. Plan ahead with us.
Brown Funeral Homes, a leading provider of cremations, invites you to explore the many flexible options of cremation. From environmental considerations to the benefit of greatly reduced cost, it may be the perfect answer for your family. Online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
At Carter Myers Automotive, what we do today will tomorrow become what we've done. That's why Owners Just Do More no longer defines us. Our work is never done because what we live by doesn't have a finish line. We care. Our company of owners is moving lives forward every day by finding more ways to care before, during, and after your purchase. Because when you're happy, so are we. Carter Myers Automotive. Proud to be the owners who just care more.
Mayhem is everywhere.
I'm your new bangs, and you can't stop staring at me. That's it. Just tilt the rearview mirror over here. And while you're checking me out more times than a library book, your car is wandering into that lane over there. More bangs? Neat. And if you've got cut rate insurance, you could be paying for this yourself. So get Allstate.
Call Martinsburg Allstate agent Gary Kelly today at 304-263-4596.
Welcome back to Klein Court at Musselman High School as we get ready for half number 2 between the Musselman Applemen and the Sherando Warriors, as it is 24-12, Musselman leading Sherando in the season opener for the Applemen, trying to start off 1-0 and give Sherando its first loss of the season as they are 2-0. Musselman starts off with the ball as we begin quarter number 3. Colin McLaughlin here for Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Alongside me is Dylan Bishop. Kevin McLaughlin's our cameraman. Volunteering for the night. Back in the studio is Nick Barzolini. Colton Shelton passing it over to the right wing for White. White down low in the right block. Out to Mahood. Back to White. Gives it to Wollaston. Wollaston at the top of the key. Trying to get the motion offense going. Gives it to Logan Shelton. Shelton over to the right side for Mahood. Mahood fakes the pass, drives in, puts up a layup. It's too strong off the glass. Rebounded by Wollaston. Wollaston, left side jumper, no good. Ball tipped around and into the hands eventually of Drew Tyson for Sherando. Tyson passing it to the right for Trey Williams. Williams runs the offense now. Give it to Cassius Williams. Williams to Tyson at the right elbow. It's guarded by Wollaston. He'll hand it to Williams. Back down low to Tyson. Tyson going up against Wollaston again. His shot no good off the back of the rim. Rebounded by Musselman's Shelton. Shelton to White. White at the right side. Loses his footing and possession. Back the other way it goes with Ogle. Ogle. Give and go to Lease. Lease. Left side layup off the glass and in. That's his first 2 points for Sherando, making it 24-14. Broken ankles as White goes on the right side now, kicking it out for Colton Shelton. swung around to the left side in the corner. It's Mahood, and he decides to slow things down and hand it to Wollaston. They swing it to the right side corner. White back to the top of the key now for Wollaston. Wollaston looking left, now looking down the middle, trying to get an ISO on the left side, calling out a play. He'll now dribble, get Mahood. Wollaston down low for Mahood, pass deflected, so he'll have to dribble out to the corner, and now they reset again with Colton Shelton. Bounce pass to the right side. This time it's White over to Wollaston, the left side for Colton Shelton. He'll give it to his cousin, Logan Shelton, over to White, swinging to the right side for Wollaston. Wollaston has the ball now. After Mahood passed it to him, he'll drive in. Goes up, shot no good, gets his own rebound and fights for the second attempt, and that one's through off the glass and in. He now has 6 points. It is 26-14, and quick long throw to the far side is stolen, and then again a football pass back the other way by Wollaston goes out of bounds.
Oh, the hustle by Wollaston saving that one after getting the 2 points. He is one of the most well-rounded players in the EPAC. He may not be one of the best, but it's hard to find a whole lot of holes in his game, something he can't do. He doesn't score a lot, but he can do a little bit, and he does everything else incredibly well.
Tyson Williams over to Cassius Williams now. Down low to Tyson, the pass deflected, and it's stolen by Wollaston. Musselman up by 12, 5 minutes, 20 seconds to go in the third quarter over Sherando. The Applemen with the ball. It's Colton Shelton driving the left side. Whistle stops before he gets the layup up, and they call a foul on the floor against Sherando as that stops the clock at 5 minutes and 12 seconds.
It just mirrors Wollaston have a lot of Draymond Green to his game. And it reminds you a lot of that sort of power forward center that, you know, defense, passing, rebounding.
Mahood gets the inbound pass, immediately puts up a shot for two. It's good. They now lead 28-14 as Musselman over Sherando. Cassius Williams over to Lease in the right corner. Lease back to Williams at the wing. Long three around the rim. No good for Sherando. It's rebounded by Musselman. Shelton brings it up the floor. Through his legs, he dribbles it. Now shifting to his left. Loses it off his leg. It's stolen by Lease. Back the other way he goes. Left side layup. That no good. Tipped around into the hands of Shelton. Shelton now quickly bringing it up the floor for Musselman. Almost loses his dribble. Trying to go with the no-look pass to Logan Shelton, but he wasn't ready for it, and it's now Sherando back the other way. Tyson, layup is good, and the foul. They count the basket as he was fouled by Mahood. That is his second, team first of the quarter, making it 28-16 as now Drew Tyson has 7 points, an opportunity with a three-point play.
The tempo really picked up there in the last few possessions, which is what Sherando wants. Musselman is going to want to play this second half a lot slower with this big lead, and it just kind of got out of hand there in those last few possessions.
Tyson's free throw, no good off the back of the rim, rebounded by Wollaston for Musselman. Colton Shelton bringing it up the court. Passing it to Logan Shelton at the left wing, gives it to Mahood. Mahood fakes the pass and decides to give it to McLean now instead of White. Ball back down low to Mahood. He floats a pass out to reset for Logan Shelton, who dribbles to the left corner. Finds McLean. McLean pulls up at the left elbow after a few dribbles. That shot misses. It's rebounded by Sherando. Shot from the right block after driving the lane from Ogle. Misses. Rebounded by Musselman.
I think Mahood accidentally hit Wollaston in the face there. He's fine, though.
Mahood, top of the key, pump fakes. Goes to the elbow and then back out to the wing on the right-handed side. McLean now in the left corner with the ball, swinging it around Wollaston to Shelton. Back to McLean for three. Too hard, tipped around in the paint, and eventually will be brought in by Dallinger. Dallinger will give it to Trey Williams for Sherando. He will dribble up the floor, puts up a floater at the right elbow, and it finds its way after a few taps off the rim, and he now has made it a 28-18 game.
Yeah, Williams has been pretty cold from the floor tonight. I think that's a big part of the reason Sherando hasn't been in this as much.
McLean with another three-pointer. It's no good. Tipped up off the glass and rebounded by Mahood. Ball with Mahood. In front of Musselman's bench. He'll give it to Shelton. Back to Woolston. Woolston guarded by Tyson. He's going to be double teamed now. Trying to post up at that right block. Pivots. Loses his footing. And he somehow finds Shelton, who kicks it out to McLean. Left corner, two-pointer, no good. Rebounded by Williams. Under 2.5 minutes remaining in this third quarter, and a shot from the left block by Dowlinger, rejected by Mahood. It goes out of bounds, stopping the clock with 2 minutes and 24 seconds in the third quarter. Again, Musselman 28, Sherando 18. Full timeout called by Musselman. We'll take the 30-second break with them. This is West Virginia High School Boys Basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10.
Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson. We're accident, injury, and disability lawyers with over 120 years combined local trial experience. When injury or illness has stopped you from working, you may be eligible for Social Security disability. Ron Harmon has been winning disability claims for over a quarter of a century. Don't hire some out-of-state firm. Ron Harmon's in Martinsburg. He will meet with you right here in our office. Get a local lawyer you can trust. Call 304-LAWYERS for a free consultation. 304-LAWYERS or 304-263-0900.
Welcome back here. Your third quarter brought to you by Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. Go to fordofhagerstown.com. As well as Smallwood and Small Insurance in Martinsburg, your total insurance solution at 121 Administrative Drive. Call 304-263-3361. Third quarter, it's Musselman leading Sherando 28-18 after Musselman's full timeout. They have 4 timeouts remaining, so does Sherando. Will be Sherando with the inbound. 2 minutes, 24 seconds left in quarter number 3. Inbounding it is Miller for Sherando. He'll throw a pass to the top of the key for Williams. Williams drives in and travel violation called against Trey Williams, and that'll give the ball to Musselman.
And Sherando has just had a tough time on the offensive end of the floor. 18 points in, all but 2 minutes of 3 quarters. It's a credit to Musselman's defense.
Alton Shelton finds McLean. Swings it down for Santa Maria in the right corner. Santa Maria, overhead pass through the arms of McLean and into the arms of White. White to Wollaston, who says, calm down, slow things down. A pass to McLean to White at the left wing. He loses his footing. We've seen that a few times tonight here on this hardwood at Musselman.
I'm surprised there wasn't a trip called on that one. He made some
more slipping around by Colton Shelton, and now we do have a foul called, stopping the clock with 1:46 in this third quarter. A lot of players, it seems like tonight, have just, I don't know if there's moisture on the floor or brand new shoes potentially.
That could be it.
Foul called against Dowlinger, his second for Sherando. The inbound to White. White dribbles to the right wing, then passes it for Wollaston, who drives the lane on the right side, goes up off the glass, and it's good. He now has 8 points. It's 30-18 Musselman.
He's just too strong for Tyson.
And Williams throws it away into Sherando's bench. Minute 27 left in quarter number 3. Musselman ball. They still lead by 12 over Sherando.
Wollaston, much like a lot of Musselman, hasn't, found a ton of success finding putting the ball in the basket, but they're doing everything else so well that you can't help but eventually, get yourself out to a good lead.
White right side layup, no good as he went up, and they'll call it jump ball as he got tied up with Trey Williams. Possession arrow gives the ball to Sherando. Minute 10 left in the third quarter as Trey Williams brings it up the court for the Warriors. Breaks midcourt, now picks up the pace. Passes it to the left corner into the paint for Tyson off the pass. And his shot, no good, rebounded by Musselman. It's Colton Shelton handing it to McLean at the right wing. He spins around, kicks it to the top of the key for White, who passes it to Santa Maria. Hands it to McLean. McLean pump fakes, loses the ball. It's stolen by Sherando. And Trey Williams has it all by himself on the right side. Layup is good. He now has 8 points for Sherando, making it 30-20. Musselman up by 10. 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Colton Shelton will slowly bring it up for the Applemen. He's going to be met at midcourt, so we'll pass it to the left for Wollaston. Wollaston guarded by Tyson. 23 seconds to go. They now hand it to McLean. Looks like Musselman going to try to play keep away for the last shot of the quarter. Shelton with the ball, giving it to Wollaston. 10 seconds left. Wollaston going to drive in, gets double teamed, and a whistle stops the clock with 4.5 seconds as he drove the lane. And a foul will be called against Miller. That is his second for Sherando, team third. And that'll be called a shooting foul to send Wollaston to the line to shoot 2. His first free throws of the night. He has 8 points. 30-20, Musselman lead Sherando. First free throw up, and good. 31-20 now, Musselman. Checking in is Logan Shelton. So we have some confusion now as to who's supposed to be where for Musselman. They get that situated. Is the ball now given to Troy Wollaston for a second free throw attempt. Second free throw up, and misses. Rebounded by Sherando. Pass stolen. Shot at the buzzer. Over the backboard by Colton Shelton. No good. And the score at the end of quarter number 3, Musselman 31, Sherando 20. Step aside, take a 1-minute break, then be back for quarter number 4. This is West Virginia High School Boys Basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Hi, I'm Lori.
And I'm Dave. It's hard to believe, but Bechtel Jewelers is going out of business. Before we close, you can save up to 80% off our entire inventory of gold, diamonds, watches, even unique estate jewelry.
Everything in our inventory must go. And now we've taken deeper discounts store-wide. So help Santa out early this year and visit Bechtel Jewelers before it's too late.
At Carter Myers Automotive, what we do today will tomorrow become what we've done. That's why Owners Just Do More no longer defines us. Our work is never done because what we live by doesn't have a finish line. We care. Our company of owners is moving lives forward every day by finding more ways to care before, during, and after your purchase. Because when you're happy, so are we. Carter Myers Automotive. Proud to be the owners who just care more.
Welcome back to Musselman High School as we get ready for the fourth quarter. It is Musselman 31, Sherando 20. A low-scoring start to the season for the Applemen. However, they are up by 11 and will start with possession here in the fourth quarter.
It's just been really good defense, especially from Wollaston down low.
Ball inbounded to Colton Shelton in the backcourt. They're bringing it up court now, guarded closely by Dallinger. He picks up his dribble, finds White. White throws it over to the left side and then cuts down low. Gave a pass to him, and it's deflected out of bounds as we have an injury as the one deflecting that for Sherando hit the floor hard, trying to see who that was.
Micah Carlson.
That's what I thought, as Carlson kind of slow to get up. Looks like just maybe had the wind knocked out of him. Clock stops with 7:46 in the fourth quarter. We'll step aside, take a 30-second break. This is West Virginia High School Boys Basketball on Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10, back in 30.
Hi, I'm Lori.
And I'm Dave. It's hard to believe, but Bechtel Jewelers is going out of business. Before we close, you can save up to 80% off our entire inventory of gold, diamonds, watches, even unique estate jewelry.
Everything in our inventory must go. And now we've taken deeper discounts store-wide. So help Santa out early this year and visit Bechtel Jewelers before it's too late.
Welcome back here as Michael Carlson, the injured Sherando Warrior, is up and walks back to Sherando's bench. We resume action now. It's Musselman ball in the fourth quarter. No-look pass on the inbound to White. White passes it to the left side to Colton Shelton. Back to the left elbow from a hood. Fadeaway jumper, no good, and a whistle called. It's a foul down low against Musselman. 7 minutes, 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It is Musselman 31, Sherando 20. So that foul called against Logan Shelton, his team first of the quarter. Trey Williams gets the inbound, trying to go coast to coast. His layup off the front of the rim, no good. Tipped around, kept possession, rebounded by Dowlinger. Shot up, no good. Excuse me, that was Miller. He gets his own rebound after the first miss and now is fouled. So he'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
It's been a cold night for I think both teams, guys that they kind of rely on for a lot of scoring, Matt Mahood and for Sherando, Trey Williams. They're both haven't really had a lot of success shooting the ball.
That foul called against Mahood, his third, team second of the quarter. They changed the call to being a foul on the floor, so no free throws. The inbound for Sherando, Trey Williams, giving it to Dowlinger down low in the left corner for Tyson. Tyson kicks it out, finds a wide open Williams. Right wing 3 off the front of the rim, no good, rebounded by Musselman.
And Musselman's gone to a zone, as Sherando hasn't really been able to get anything going from outside.
It's White to Mahood. Mahood to Wollaston at the left side. Kicks it down low. Beautiful bounce pass. Logan Shelton layup good. That's his first 2 points.
And a nice
now
finish.
A 33-20 lead for Musselman here with 6:50 to go in the fourth quarter.
A difficult shot for Logan Shelton.
Tyson down low. Wins the battle this time against Wollaston as his jumper in the paint is good. He now has 9 points for Sherando out of the 22 they have, making it an 11-point lead as we have a non-contact injury right in front of us as
I think
Colton
he's
Shelton cramping up now will be stretched out. We'll take a 30-second break while he gets stretched out. Score, Musselman 33, Sherando 22 with 6:35 to go in the fourth quarter. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR, TV 10 back in 30.
Look and feel your best this year. WVU Medicine Plastic, Cosmetic, and Reconstructive Surgery Martinsburg offers a variety of procedures to enhance your appearance. Board certified by the American Society of Plastic Surgeons, Dr. Jack Gelman specializes in tummy tucks, breast augmentation and lifts, liposuction, body contouring, arm and thigh lifts, Botox, and filler injections. WVU Medicine Plastic, Cosmetic, and Reconstructive Surgery. Financing options are available. Call 304-350-3274.
Welcome back to Musselman High School as Colton Shelton gets up and hobbles over to the bench as he was cramping up there in his left calf.
Get him some water and a banana. He'll be fine.
So we resume play. White gets the inbound from Musselman. McLean checks in for Shelton. Mahood giving it to McLean. McLean, right corner pass to White, who drives the lane, puts up a shot. Gets his own rebound on the floor, finds McLean to Wollaston. Right corner, driving in, pass deflected, and it's intercepted by Sherando. Dowlinger. No look pass to Tyson. Tyson posting up at the right block, dishing it out, and an offensive foul called as kind of just given a little bit too much elbow was Tyson.
Yep.
That is his first foul, team first of the quarter. Still an 11-point lead for Musselman.
A technical foul on Sherando's coach.
Now we have a technical foul called against Garland Williams. So we wait now for everybody to go to the back court, other than the free throw shooter, which looks like that'll be Gavin McLean.
That official's had a lot. He's had a lot of both coaches in his ear tonight, so I can't say I'm shocked that happened eventually.
Free throw bangs around the rim and misses. He gets one more now. It's Musselman 33, Sherando 22, 6:09 left in the fourth quarter. Second free throw by McLean. Goes back and forth around the rim, and this one does fall through, making it 34-22. Musselman now gets possession after the tech called against Garland Williams, the head coach of Sherando. So we have Mahood inbound at midcourt on the left side. No inbound to White. White brings it across the midcourt stripe. Finds McLean. He's double teamed in the right corner, driving through the pressure. And now swung around to the left wing for Logan Shelton. Logan Shelton dribbles, then passes it to the right side for McLean, who passes it to the left for White. White drives in, wide open left side, and it's rejected by Tyson. Tip to Trey Williams. One-on-one left side. beautiful no-look pass to the right side for Cassius Williams, and his layup is good for Sherando, making it 34-24. And a whistle blows, timeout called by Musselman. Stopping the clock with 5 minutes, 33 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. It's Musselman 34, Sherando 24. We'll keep it here, give you our fourth quarter sponsors as we're brought to you by Ollie's VIP Northside, the best local spot. Catch sports or hang out with friends. Stop by 36 Veronica Drive in Martinsburg. Ollie's VIP. We'll see you for the game, as well as the Larry DeMarco team at Modern Realty Results. If you're looking for a home in the tri-state area, they have you covered. Colin McLaughlin here for Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Alongside me, Dylan Bishop on the call. Our cameraman is Kevin McLaughlin. Back at the studio is Nick Ursulini.
I've heard of that guy. Kevin McLaughlin? You know him?
I have too. I think I've known him all my life.
Yeah, I'm sure that's how it feels, you know? Sometimes you just know someone so well, it feels like you've known them your whole life.
No, I'm pretty sure I have.
Oh, you actually have?
Appreciate him helping us out tonight and cheering for us at last minute. Again, we kind of talked about it during the pregame show. We need cameramen here for TV 10 taking a part-time job, so if you or somebody you know is interested, please reach out, and we'd appreciate the help. No experience needed. Back in action now between Musselman and Sherando. It's Colton Shelton passing it to Mahood. Mahood finding Wollaston at the right side. His shot rejected by Elise, but Musselman keeps possession. It's Colton Shelton losing his dribble. Trey Williams goes to the floor, tipping it. Great defense here by Sherando with the up-tempo, and Musselman just has no answers. Ball stolen by Elise. Right side layup by Trey Williams is good. He now has 10 points, and the lead cut to 34-26. Musselman trying to hang on. Double teamed now is Colton Shelton. And the whistle stops the clock with 4:54 in the fourth quarter, and it looks like we have a foul called against Cassius Williams. That's his second. Apologize for those tuned in on TV 10 for the technical issues. We'll get that resolved here as Mahood Wollaston in the right corner. It's Wollaston now. Dribbles, drives in at the right elbow, bounce passing it to the block. It's Mahood wide open. He goes up for a layup, and it misses off the rim. Rebounded by Sherando. 3v1 back the other way. Tyson passing it to Cassius Williams. Fade away. Jumper, it's good. Lead down to 6 now as Cassius Williams makes it 34-30. Shelton bounce passing it to McLean, to Mahood in the right corner. Mahood kicks it out to McLean at the top of the key, who gives it to Wollaston at the left wing. He'll spin around, trying to drive the left side. His layup misses, rebounded by Trey Williams. Williams guarded closely by McLean at midcourt. Now throws it to Dowlinger. Dowlinger, right side, and it's deflected, but into the hands now of Cassius Williams. Cassius Williams to Tyson. Tyson, the left block, posting up against Wollaston. His shot off the rim, no good, rebounded by Mahood. Wollaston now with the ball in the front court for Musselman. Gives it to McLean. Right corner three off the mark. Into the hands of Elise for Sherando. Trey Williams now for Sherando. At the left corner. Dribbling, driving in. And his reverse layup, no good. Rebounded by Musselman. McLean floats a pass into the paint. And he'll give it to Mahood, that being Logan Shelton. And Mahood is fouled. The clock stops with 3 minutes and 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter as Mahood goes to the line to shoot two.
And credit to Sherando. Ever since the second quarter, and you know, pretty early into the second quarter, it feels like they've been down by about 10 to 12 points this entire game since then. They haven't given up. They've played really hard defense this entire time. A lot of effort, and they've gotten back within 6.
34-28, full timeout called by Sherando. We'll take the 30-second break. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Let's go! Drink some beers! Mountaineer! The club!
The Mountaineer Pub offers many daily specials including Trivia Night Mondays, Karaoke Tuesdays, Steak Night Wednesdays and Sundays, Moonlit Swing Night Thursdays, and DJ and/or karaoke, again Fridays and Saturdays. And remember, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Mondays through Fridays is happy hour with $2 domestic bottles and $2.50 domestic drafts.
Let's go! Drink some beers! Mountaineer Pub!
Welcome back to Klein Court at Musselman High School. Full timeout called by Sherando. They have 3 left, so does Musselman, as the Applemen lead here in the season opener. 34-28 right now over the Sherando Warriors.
I think Musselman has got to be careful here in these last few minutes. They've obviously had a tough time scoring this entire game. It's been good defense on both sides. And they need to be careful. They need to take care of the basketball because it's really been transition. It's been Sherando trying to push the pace to be able to get back into this one. So it's only a 6-point game. So it's well within reach, although Musselman can make it 8 points here with 2 free throw attempts.
It's Mahood shooting 2 free throws after the foul called against Lease, which was his first, team 4th. Mahood, first free throw up. That one is good by Matt Mahood. He now has 5 points, making it a 7-point lead, 35-28 for Musselman over Sherando. There's one more attempt now. That free throw up. That one around the rim, no good. Tipped around, and Logan Shelton brings it down for Musselman.
Huge rebound.
White. Pass intercepted, intended for Mahood to Trey Williams to Dowlinger, and that pass intercepted by Colton Shelton. And Colton Shelton called with a double dribble.
Oh, man.
So that stops the clock with 3:05 left in the 4th quarter and gives the ball back to Sherando.
Hate to see that after such a good hustle play that Shelton made there.
Dowlinger to inbound, bounce passes it to Cassius Williams. It's tipped around, ball on the floor now. A whistle, jump ball as Williston. Dowlinger got the tie-up possession arrow, gives the ball to the Applemen.
I don't think that was a tie-up. I believe that Sherando, Dowlinger there, touched the ball while he was still out of bounds.
Okay. Either way, it's Musselman ball. Under 3 minutes left in regulation. Williston trying to cross over Tyson, and a foul called against Drew Tyson. That is his second, team 5th of the quarter, which means Musselman now shooting 2 free throws the rest of the way. It's that new rule here in high school basketball. Fouls reset every quarter. It goes to 5, and it's a double bonus no matter what.
Yep,
no
similar,
more 1-and-1s.
Yeah, similar to what you'll see in the NBA or women's college basketball.
Williston's first free throw attempt is through. He now has 10 points. Musselman now leads 36-28 over Sherando. And a full timeout called by Musselman before Williston's second free throw. We'll take a 30-second break with them. This is West Virginia High School Boys Basketball on Talk Radio, WRNR, and TV 10.
Mommy, where does flavor come from?
Well, when people love food, they cook it on a Traeger grill. Meat, corn, even pie. And then the Traeger does the rest, which brings everyone to celebrate this beautiful thing that they've created. Because when you share delicious food with your friends, that's the flavor of life.
Shop now and save at Orsini's today.
The Applemen as they lead the Sherando Warriors 36-28. Musselman has 2 timeouts left. Sherando with 3. When we resume, it will be Troy Williston shooting his second of the double bonus free throws. He is perfect from the charity, he is 2 for 3 from the charity stripe so far tonight, leading Musselman with 10 points out of the 36. Williston goes to the free throw line for his final free throw. So we wait for him to get the ball from Buck Hoffmaster, one of the referees. Free throws up. That one off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Williams for Sherando. He'll find Cassius Williams, who gives it back to Trey Williams at the right corner. Trey Williams gives it to Tyson at the wing. Gets a pick now to Williams for three at the top of the key. It's off the side of the rim, no good. Almost goes out of bounds. Santa Maria saves it, but into the hands of Lease for Sherando. He'll drive the left baseline, goes up for a layup, and will be fouled. Looks like that was Santa Maria getting called with a foul. It is. That is his first, team third of the quarter for Musselman, as Lease now goes to the free throw line with 2:29 left in this fourth quarter.
Musselman's bench wanted a walk called on Lease there as he started his drive to the lane, and I think they're right. I've seen way less called as a walker I've seen way less called a walk than that right there, especially at the college level, D2.
Lease missed the first free throw, made the second, so it's 36-29, Musselman leading Sherando. Sherando going with a full court press now against Musselman. Shelton over to White. White left side, the layup. Reverse layup on the right side, off the bottom of the rim, no good, rebounded by Sherando. And again now we have Colton Shelton cramping on the other side of the floor. It's rebounded by Wollaston, and that's going to stop the clock with 2 minutes and 10 seconds. We saw him cramp up earlier, and it looks like it this time is that same left calf. I don't know, he's stretching both legs. Double cramp, potentially. That's not a good sign, but step aside, take a 30-second break. This is West Virginia High School Boys Basketball and Talk Radio, WRNR and TV10.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How can I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm John Everson, Private Wealth Advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Welcome back here to Klein Court as Colton Shelton being stretched out after cramping up for a second time tonight. The Applemen lead 36-29. Will be Musselman inbound underneath its hoop to our left. Sherando setting up the full court press. So we wait for everybody to clear the floor after the injury timeout. Alston to inbound. He'll pass it into White. White finding Logan Shelton. Logan Shelton to Mahood. Mahood, right side. Layup is good off the glass by Matt Mahood. He now has 7 points. It's 38-29. Musselman leading Sherando. And a travel violation called against Drew Tyson for Sherando. Turns it over and gives the ball to Musselman.
That's bad timing for Sherando. They need every possession they can get the rest of the way.
Minute 56 left in this fourth quarter. White getting the inbound, giving it to Wollaston. Wollaston finds Mahood at midcourt. He's going to dribble in, looking left, goes to the right, layup off the glass and in by Mahood. He now has 9 points, making it a 11-point lead for Musselman. Trey Williams to Dowlinger. Dowlinger at the left baseline, loses possession. It's stolen by Musselman into the hands of Logan Shelton. Logan Shelton gives it to Nate White. White to Wollaston. Wollaston going to slow it down now with a minute and a half left in this fourth quarter for Musselman. White getting the pass from Wollaston, giving it back. Mahood now with the ball from Wollaston. He'll dish it over to the left for McLean. And McLean throws it past Wollaston. It goes out of bounds. And it looks like they say it actually was deflected by somebody for Sherando, so that'll keep possession with Musselman with a minute 18 left in the fourth quarter.
And we'll see if Sherando tries to extend this game out with any fouls.
Nate White getting the long inbound pass in the backcourt. He'll bring it up to midcourt, now breaking the timeline. Giving it to Mahood. Mahood driving the right side, and a foul called before the shot. So the layup, even though it was good, does not count. And that foul called against Sherando's Lease, his second, team sixth. So Mahood goes to the free throw line to shoot two.
I don't think that foul was so much purposely sending him to the free throw line to extend the game out as much as it was that Mahood was beating him on the drive, and he was just trying to keep up. and put his hands on him.
Wood's free throw is good. He now is the second Appleman in double figures, along with Wolston at 10 apiece, making it 41-29. Musselman leading Sherando.
Mahood's come up big here with 2 big buckets, and now these free throws.
Second free throw is good as well. He now has 11, making it 42-29.
In the fourth quarter, I should continue on with. He was struggling for the first 3 quarters.
Williams' pass intended for Tyson, intercepted by Shelton. It's Wolston now bringing it up the floor, passing it to White. White breaking midcourt, gives it to Wolston, and it's going to be a backcourt violation called against Musselman as Wolston was in the backcourt, tried to jump over, but never established being in that front court. So the backcourt violation is called against Musselman.
Yep, you got to have your 2 feet established on the front court side before you catch the ball, and he caught it in midair as he was jumping across.
Sherando ball with 54 seconds to go. Clock winding down now. 13-point lead for Musselman. 3 in the left corner is good by Cassius Williams. He now has 7 points and a timeout called with 45 seconds left. And that makes it 42-32. So timeout called by Sherando after the Cassius Williams 3. Both teams have 2 timeouts left. Should say 42-32. 10-point lead for Musselman as the scoreboard accidentally gave the 3 to Musselman. It's being corrected now as we speak. Now reads 42-32.
Yeah, at this point, Sherando's going to have to go all out on the full court press like they have on the last few possessions.
Colin McLaughlin here for...
It's going to take a lot of mistakes for Sherando to get back in this.
Colin McLaughlin here for Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Dylan Bishop alongside me trying to check the previous meetings between these schools. 5 wins so far for Musselman, 6 for Sherando dating back to 2005. If the lead that Musselman has holds on, which right now is a 10-point margin, it looks like it'd be the largest margin of victory for Musselman since December 13th, 2005, when they won by 26.
That first meeting is the only one to end in a double-digit margin.
And a foul now called against Cassius Williams. Musselman wanting that to be an intentional foul, not getting it. But Wolston does get 2 free throws either way.
Yeah, I didn't see much attempt at the ball there, so I'm a little surprised.
So Wolston at the free throw line, getting the ball. First free throw misses everything other than maybe grazing the net just slightly. So he gets the ball now for second free throw as Coach Basile giving the officials an earful in front of us. Wolston makes the second free throw. He now has 11 points, making it 43-32. Cassius Williams, right corner 3 off the back of the rim. No good, rebounded by Wolston. Wolston looking down the floor as Mahood wide open. Mahood gets fouled at the right side, and they say the basket does not count. He wanted it to, but Mahood will go to the free throw line for 2 now. As this one kind of just all said and done, other than whatever Sherando decides to do to continue this game that doesn't really feel necessary.
Yeah, I think that was the player making that foul there, kind of just holding out hope to try to extend this one out. It's not going to happen.
Mahood misses the first free throw. Score remains 43-32. Musselman leading Sherando. Second free throw up. That one also misses. Rebounded by Sherando. It's Trey Williams bringing it up for the Warriors. Passing it to the left side for Lees. Back to Williams in the left corner. He dribbles. Gives it to the baseline runner. That being Lees. He kicks it out to Williams for 3. It's no good. Rebounded by Wollaston. 13 seconds left. It looks like Sherando's going to call everybody off. Wollaston's going to bring it up the floor and open the season. Musselman gets the victory over the Sherando Warriors by a final score of 43-32. The Applemen make it 6-6 in the 12 meetings between the two, dating back to 2005. So an 11-point win for Musselman. We'll keep it here while the teams shake hands and try to get Coach Derek Basile after they do so for a quick interview here at Klein Court. Great game, though, that we got to see, Dylan.
Yeah, really good defense from both sides, but from Musselman especially. They were just able to control the tempo, control things over here. And here is Coach Basile.
All right, while we wait for him to grab the headset and bring that microphone down. All good there, Coach?
Yeah,
can you hear us just fine? All right. Congratulations on the win, 43-32. Give us your initial thoughts about how tonight went.
Well, it was, it was first game. That's your typical first game. I don't know. I thought we were really, really poor offensively. Really weren't great in the first half, and I thought in the second half we were worse. Our decision making wasn't very good. Like I told our coach, I said it seemed like we were a bunch of freshmen out there instead of a bunch of seniors. So we got to clean a lot of stuff up. But defensively, I'm really proud with the effort defensively. Sherando got some guys who can score, and we did a good job on those guys.
Yeah, Troy Wollaston I thought was really impressive tonight. He can do a lot of things for you guys, especially his passing. What does it mean for you guys to have a post player like that you can give the ball to and trust him to make some plays around the court, passing the ball to other guys?
Yeah, I mean, you got it right. I mean, he's critical. As I said, we really can't not have him in. He rebounds, he passes the ball, he can score the ball. He was steady tonight. And kind of a steadying presence when we just were a little frazzled for some reason. We just were not. I don't think we were seeing the floor well. We took some bad shots, but Troy did a real nice job out there, kind of calming the situation down.
Looks like Wollaston and Mahood really leading the charge in that second half. Offensively, trying to look at my scores here, it looks like they had 14 of your 18, I think, or 17 second half points. Just talk about how much both Matt and Troy mean to this team.
I thought Matt played well down the stretch, but he had a tough night tonight. I don't think he could have played much worse than that. But he did. He had a couple big buckets down the stretch to kind of give us a little bit of breathing room there. But we just got to finish a little bit better. But I thought Troy was solid all night. I thought he finished around the rim pretty well. But, as a team collective, I don't think we finished really well around the rim tonight.
When you go into the locker room there and talk to your guys, what do you think is going to be the main thing that you focus on?
Well, I think just saying, hey, we're a long ways away. And I think you could tell by tonight that, we got some – we got some work to do. I think, like I said, we're shaking off the rust. Some of these guys were football guys. Colton Shelton was on and off tonight with the injury, so that was good that we had some other guys handle the ball and did a pretty good job in that situation. But we got a lot of growth to do, and I think that game shows it. I think sometimes it's good to have those kind of games where you say, hey, guys, we're not as far along as we think we are. Let's get back to work and do what we're supposed to do.
All right, Coach Basile, congratulations on the win, and thank you for your time here in the postgame as well.
Hey, thanks a lot for coming tonight, guys, and showing the game. Thank you.
Thank you, as that's Coach Derek Basile of the Musselman Applemen, as Musselman gets the 43-32 win over Sherando. All good on the break, so we'll keep it here and get into our post-game show brought to you by the Palace Lounge on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg with a full lunch and dinner menu. Daily specials in a clean, comfortable atmosphere. Check out the menu on the Palace Lounge Facebook page. And we'll go directly into our game stats brought to you by Bechtel Jewelers, West Virginia's largest Pandora retailer on Route 11 south of Inwood. Taking care of you like nobody's business. And we'll start with the Sherando Warriors scoring, as it was Trey Williams finishing the evening with 10 points leading the way. Behind him, it was Drew Tyson with 9 points. Cassius Williams had 7 points. And then it looks like Charlie Lease with 3 points. And rounding out the scoring was Jackson Ogle with 1 point to total up the 32 for Sherando. For Musselman, it was Matt Mahood and Troy Wollaston leading the charge for the Applemen with 11 points each. Nate White had 7 points. Gavin McLean had 6 points. It was Andon Santa Maria with 4 points. And then both Sheltons, Logan and Colton, the two cousins, with 2 points each to total up the 43 points for Musselman as they improve to 1-0 to start off the season. Sherando falls to 2-1. Let's get into tonight's awards. Dylan, which one do you want to start off with? Rejection of the game or moment of the game?
We can start with rejection of the game. Gavin McLean early in the second quarter had a blocked three-pointer that he that he had against Sherando, that kind of showed the story of a lot of today's game. And Sherando couldn't get anything going from outside. Musselman played really good defense. He couldn't finish it on the other end with the layup that we started the fast break with. But still, it was a great block, a great highlight play for him, and it told the story of this game.
Projection of the game is brought to you by Cody's Auto Body at 851 Wilson Street, Martinsburg. Family-owned, offering superior customer service and great pricing for a job done by experienced certified technicians. Call 304-901-4777 or visit their Facebook page. Let's now get tonight's moment of the game, brought to you by WVU Medicine, Berkeley Medical Center, Jefferson Medical Center, leading healthcare here and everywhere.
It was an and one that Troy Wollaston had early in the second half that I think, there wasn't really one singular moment that you can say this is why Musselman won the game, but I think that's a good example of some of the things that were going right for Musselman today. It was the play of Troy Wollaston, him down low, and what Musselman was able to get. They weren't able to get a lot of points tonight at all, but they were able to get those contributions from Wollaston. Coach Basile kind of called him the steady hand that they had throughout the game. And that'll kind of lead into our last award here.
All right, our player of the game brought to you by Kelly Allstate Insurance. For all of your insurance needs, call Gary Kelly at 304-263-4596 or stop by 724 Lakeview Drive in Martinsburg.
It's Troy Wollaston. He's, if not one of the most complete players in the conference, with his ability to play defense, rebound, pass the ball, and score inside. The way that he can. His scoring, he's not a score-first, mentality kind of guy. He likes to see the floor and pass the ball to his teammates, have the ball up top or in that high post. But he can drive into the lane and he can score some points like he did tonight. Getting to, what did he have, Colin? 12 on the night?
11.
So that's not a lot. You could say it's just an 11-point performance. How great was it? But it's everything else. It's some of the stuff that doesn't show up in the box score a lot of times with Wollaston.
All righty, that wraps things up here from Musselman High School. Again, your final score, Musselman gets the 43-32 win over the Sherando Warriors. On Talk Radio, WRNR and TV10, right after we wrap things up here, it'll be West Virginia Mountaineers men's basketball as they host
just on the radio.
Pitt Panthers, just on radio for the Backyard Brawl. On TV10, we'll have some Christmas programming, and then the replay of tonight's game will start around 9:30. But for Nick Verzolini as well as Kevin McLaughlin volunteering helping us out on our camera again. We need cameramen, so appreciate him helping us out. But if you're interested in a part-time job running camera for us, please contact us on social media or give our station a call during office hours from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., 304-263-6586, as well as Dylan Bishop. I'm Colin McLaughlin signing off. This has been West Virginia High School Boys Basketball on Talk Radio, WRNR, and TV10.
You've been listening to West Virginia High School Basketball. Today's game has been brought to you by
Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, Rocks, the Dutch Miller Auto Group, the Mirius Group of Financial Advisors, the Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, Brown's Funeral Homes and Cremations, CMA Honda, Craig Blair for State Senate, Orsini's Home Store, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, the Berkeley County Health Department, Hagerstown Ford, Smallwood and Small Insurance, Modern Realty Results, Ollie's, The Palace Lounge, Bechtel Jewelers, Cody's Auto Body, WVU Medicine, Gary Kelly Allstate Insurance, and the Mountaineer Grill and Pub.
For the continued excitement of high school, college, and NBA basketball, keep it tuned to Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg. All rights reserved.